Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here. Today we have a Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be a UU battle, and it's going to be versus Rich Dollar. We actually did two prior UU games, if you guys want to check them out. The one with the Ursaring, and I think I also used a Salamence, and well, all of them, because Salamence is the best Pokemon in UU, in my opinion. Underneath it, I'd probably put like Cresselia and things like that, but Salamence easily the best mon. Now, if you guys do enjoy these videos, leaving a like, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'm being very consistent with these, at least 4 Wi-Fi battles a week, uploading 2 to 3 times a day, every day, with moveset guys, showdown lives featuring the mons, and Wi-Fi battles, sometimes just talking videos about certain things as well. And yeah, my end of next year goal is 300K, so feel free to subscribe. Ooh, there he is. We also have some, what's it called? We also have some merch available to celebrate Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So that's on your screen right now. And if you guys want to pick it up, link is down below. That's available to the end of December. On top of that, the team that I'm using today, you guys will be seeing it as I send out the Pokemon. I know you guys have been enjoying seeing the mons as you're watching it. So I'm just going to, thankfully Rich is stubborn and didn't change it. Shout out to Ryan for passing me these Pokemon, as well as RTSK for the the Pokepace of the team, so I can actually see it, like basically the Pokemon before. But yeah, shout out to Ryan for passing me these Pokemon. We're using a Venomoth today. Pretty excited. Tinted lens is really cool because it means that there aren't really resistances to bug buzz, because Pokemon that don't take very effective damage deal double damage. So I'm loving their team. I'm loving their squad today. They do have a Cloyster. I want to just get a screenshot. You guys will hear a sound, but don't worry. That is my computer. So Metagross is definitely problematic. I have a pretty good Gardevoir switch in, being Special Defensive Slowking. This looks like a good game, man. I really hope that we can finish this one out. They have the Cloyster now, so there's no way the Salamence shenanigans are going to happen, and the Gardevoir, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see. My Nidoking looks incredible in this game, though. And so does Venomoth. Venomoth looks really good, too. So, I kind of just want to start off with Slowking. They have no Scald answers on their team. Their resistance does not take Scald very well, and Slowking just throws off attacks as easy as possible. Again, me being max special defense, and even with a Rindo Berry, which might come into play versus Zatu, I'm not entirely sure. Besides that, probably nothing else that it comes into play versus, but the reason I had Rindo Berry was in case they had Sun. Ooh, the Dawn fan lead. The Dawn. Now, I kind of very much want to Scald this. I will be able to live a knockoff. It's going to do a lot to me. Don't get me wrong. It is going to do a lot to me. But I do a ton back with Scald. And if I can burn this, that means that my Fortress can spin on it for days. So, yeah, they do go for knockoff. They do 1,000,000 damage. I think that's choice band. I actually think that's choice band. Oh, no, that's just leftovers. Okay, that's just like max attack for sure. I mean, that's cool to see, though. I'm glad that we were able to break it sturdy. That's going to help out my team. In terms of switching into this thing, I don't really have the greatest switches, I would say. But because they are max, I can at least go out into Fortress here. I'm a little bit worried about Cloyster in the end game, but we'll see. Yeah, they go for an Earthquake. I think going for knockoff again was a fine play too, just because it hit everything on my team, but that's completely fine as well. Earthquake does a lot. So offensive spinning Donphan is for sure going to be annoying for me to break with this guy. Because Gyro Ball doesn't really do much. It's only 45 base power. But we're still going to go for that end game of... they may go Zatu just to bounce it back. We're still going to go for that end game of what's it called? My gosh, it's a crit. Of my Venomoth. So, again, we're just going for Gyro Ball here. I don't switch in very well to their team, but they also do not switch in at all to my Nidoking. I just have to be very careful. I have to be very careful. Slowking is still good. Just go for another Gyro Ball. I would rather sack this Pokemon than give them a Rapid Spin and give them the speed boost. So, yeah, they can just go for a knockoff here to knock me out. But it's fine. I know I didn't do a lot to them. And I don't really get to play a game with hazards this game. But I still think my Nidoking looks phenomenal in this game. So, I'm excited. And I can switch it on perk. And again, my bug buzzer looks really good too now that we've broken the sturdy mon. So again, the early game not looking the greatest for me, but I'm really hoping that the late game is going to be really, really nice with the fact that I do have a Venomoth. Them having Donphan plus Xatu leads me to believe their Cloyster might be Focus Sash. It could be Focus Sash. I'm going to attack them with a Pokemon that they have no switch-ins to. Nidoking is one of them. The other is, I think the other is Venomoth. I think Venomoth is better. So I'm going to go Venomoth now. Bug Buzz will definitely be able to pick up a KO here. Yeah, Bug Buzz will easily be able to pick up a KO here. I'm Insect Plate boosted as well, so I'm going to do a lot of damage to everything on their team. No bug resist. I mean, it didn't matter if they had a bug resist because I had Tinted Lens. But still, look at Venomoth looking back at me and looking at the opponent at the same time. Like, look at its little eye creeping at me. You good, fam? But yeah, Bug Buzz is just an easy KO. I would love if they go Gardevoir just to get a little bit of chip damage on that. Swampert would be great for me too. Honestly, anything. Because this mon is strong, but it's... How do I say it? It's like, it's strong, but it's weak, right? It's annoying when it gets damage off on something, but it's not the best Pokemon. But like a damage on Gardevoir would be incredible. They do switch, so I get damage off on something. This is going to be nice. They do go Xatu, just in case I think I go for Sleep Powder. Which is fine. You know that nice little Bug Buzz right there? That is max special defense Xatu. That is literally max special defense Xatu. Damn. That's good to know, though. Yeah. I could technically still try and Quiver Dance up on them, but can't do it right now. They can teleport here. They could easily Psychic here, too. I don't want them Thunder Waving. I'm going to make the Slowking play just to get back its regen. They could easily teleport here to get the momentum, but at least I get the regen now on my homie. They do end up going for Roost. Better for me, honestly, because this mon... My Slowking is very difficult for them to deal with. My Slowking is extremely difficult for them to deal with. Especially now that I'm going to slack off and be at full HP. Yeah, they do go for teleport just to get momentum. Good play. Very good play, but with me being at full HP... I can tank the incoming Earthquake from Donphan and then Skull to knock him out. Gardevoir does have access to Trick, so that is something I want to be aware of. That is definitely something I want to be aware of. They end up going Swampert, though. Swampert does not have access to Toxic, so if they want to get up Rocks, that's fine. I'm just going to throw off a Scald here. Again, weakening this mon is going to be really good for Venomoth. I don't know if they have Thunder Wave on the Xatu, but we know they have Roost Teleport. We can assume a Psychic move, probably Psychic. But every bit of damage on Swampert is going to go a long way. Because their team does not have a good water resist. Their Gardevoir does get to trace my Regenerator, though, if it comes in. But I'll be able to tank these Earthquakes as well. Almost wish I went Grass Knot as well in this game. Ooh, the Yawn. Let's see if we can get a burn on them. A burn would be really nice. Also, if I burn Swampert... no burn. Yawn, Stealth Rock, Earthquake. I do not want to go to sleep here. I don't think Salamence can win, so I'm going to use it now to weaken this one more time. Yawn, Stealth Rock. I'm going to assume Earthquake and maybe Scald. They could be Ice Beam too. But yeah, Slowking is way too key. Slowking is basically the way I can win this game. A burn on either of the Pokemon that I hit would have been good too. So they end up going Gardevoir, which is nice. Good play. They trace my regen. I'm going to use my... my Salamence here just to weaken Gardevoir for a Tinted Lens later. For my Bug Buzz for later, because Venomoth is faster. So if I get a little bit of damage off, obviously they're going to have Regenerator, but if I get a little bit of damage off, it's going to go a long way for later. So yeah, so that's good for +1 Bug Buzz. I do die here to Moonblast though. Let's see if we see a Life Orb or not. which means I should be able to go Nidoking now. Nidoking is naturally faster as well, though I think they're Scarf. And I'm just going to throw off an Ice Beam. Ice Beam will knock out Gardevoir. That range is Sheer Force, Life Orb boosted. It should also put Swampert in range of my attacks. I mean, this Mon is really threatening to their team. And if they go Xatu, I get to 2-hit KO that. So I'm in a good spot now. They do have Regenerator, though, from my Slowking. So just something to keep in mind. But again, I got that damage off for my... I got that damage off for my Mon for later. So... these games are a lot, they look like a lot quicker than they really are. I'm also trying to play as fast as possible. But yeah, with Sturdy being broken on Donphan, us knowing that special defensive Xatu, I'm in a good spot. In a good spot. I would argue I'm in a good spot anyway. So Ice Beam should be a free KO on something. Yep, there's Donphan, so we knock out Donphan there. Beautiful. The real king of ground types right here. I hope Nidoking gets like... it's such a good Mon, but it needs more. Like, it needs more special attack. Why isn't its attack and special attack switched? That'd be so good. So if they bring out Gardevoir now, they're gonna... it's Scarf. They do trace my Sheer Force, which kind of sucks. I have that memento for later. Gonna make the Slowking play because even with the Sheer Force trace, I should be good. And if I can get a Thunder Wave off on something, that'd be great too. But I mainly want to Scald, obviously. They go for Psychic, yep. No Spadef drop, awesome. We can just throw off a Scald here. We're trying to burn Swampert. We're trying to burn something. If Gardevoir switches up moves, excellent bluff on the opponent's part. But I'm fairly confident this is Choice Scarf. And there's Xatu. Every bit of damage on Xatu goes a long way too. So again, I would like to burn Xatu because I can't hit it with Sleep Powder, obviously, because of Magic Bounce. Dude, that's so many Scalds thrown off. This Mon does not burn anything. Can't Thunder Wave him either. We're just going to go for Scald again. I'm assuming they teleport here. This damage basically cancels out leftovers, which will help. Oh, they have Nightshade. Okay, so Nightshade... Nightshade doesn't matter. I basically just slacked that off. Nightshade, Roost, Teleport. No burn. Nightshade, Roost, Teleport. I'm assuming Psychic. That means no Thunder Wave though, right? Because I think they would have Thunder Wave my Slowking, if anything. I would have Thunder Wave my Slowking. Alright, so my homie eats every hit right now. They do Teleport. I'm thinking they trick. I'm thinking they trick with Gardevoir. For sure. I'm going to attempt to Scald, burn the Swampert as well. We'll see. Find out what happens. Because that will help my Venomoth set up on it as well. There's Gardevoir. Trace my regen. Again, Gardevoir does have access to Trick. I'm going to go my own Gardevoir because I don't want them tricking me at all. If I can help it, that is. They met Moonblast here, but them tracing regen is really frustrating on me, but I can't do anything about that. They opt to Thunderbolt. We're going to double out into Nidoking. It deals with them staying in. It also deals with them going out into Metagross here. There we go. I don't think they can throw this thing away because if I hit them with an Earth Power, they'll lose. There's a chance they lose to Venomoth, so I'm actually going to go for an Ice Beam here. I don't think they can let me Earth Power them. They'll die. I'm going to Ice Beam here. I expect them to go Xatu. They could go Swampert. I think Ice Beam into Earth Power will knock out Swampert too. I do not think they'd stay in. That's all I'm saying here. I'm going to make this risk because I am down. But if I can pick up a KO on Pert, that'd be awesome. Or a KO on Xatu, that'd be great. I guess they could be Shuka Berry. But yeah, I don't think you'd risk this early. They go Xatu, right? Yep, perfect. So we get Xatu around switching. Awesome. No more pivots into my attacks. There we go. We get rid of Xatu. Great. I'm glad that play worked out. So, that Mon goes down. Gardevoir comes out. I want to predict them to go for Moonblast here so badly, and I want to go for Sludge Wave. The thing is, though, Slowking at full HP always eats anyway, so Slowking is my play, regardless of what they do. Even if they do Moonblast. Like, I think they're going to Moonblast, but this is still my play. They Thunderbolted. I'm gonna slack off here. Yeah, I think they're gonna go Pert, and I don't want to lose momentum by going Nidoking. Yep. So I'm gonna make the plays I need to win. I also don't think they have Trick if they're going for Thunderbolt. I think they're Focus Blast that because I don't think they have the Trick. So again, Pert is annoying, but I've hit it with 2 Scalds. I'm hoping that a third is enough to burn it. I'm really hoping that another one is enough to burn it. Like, I really need to burn this guy. I need to cancel out them leftovers so I can go Gardevoir safely on it. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, so Earthquake picks up a KO on me now. I'm going to go Gardevoir because I think it's the least useful here. I think it's the least useful, but maybe they're Scald Bless, or they switch. Huh. As they go Gardevoir. Alright, it's time, baby. They trace my Regenerator. They do get to trace my Regenerator, which is annoying. What I don't want to happen here is that I end up bringing out... I end up going for Memento and they go Metagross, so I rather risk a Speed Tie, potentially winning it, and get off some damage on their Gardevoir as they hopefully lock themselves into Moonblast. This is a good game. But also just chip in general on those Pokemon is going to be really good. Again, that Cloyster's definitely scary in the late game. I do lose a Speed Tie there, which is unfortunate. It's all good though. Because what I can do now is bring out Nidoking. And I just get to click Earth Power for free because there's no way Gardevoir stays in. So Earth Power will get rid of what I'm assuming to be Swamp. I can also go for Raw Focus Punch here just to make a stance, but no. Earth Power will get rid of Metagross, it'll get rid of the Swampert, and it'll get rid of Cloyster. So we pick up a KO here with the King. And there's Metagross, perfect. Awesome. This is sheer force, baby. Get out of my sight. Oh my god, he does not care. He does not care. It just does not care. That's the GOAT. That's young Nidoking. The king. The king. Cloyster comes out. You gotta be Sash, right? I'm gonna Earth Power you too. I'm assuming this is Sash. Yep, they were. As expected. There's a Shell Smash. I wish I had Sucker Punch on this dude, but I do not. I think we... No, I think I actually stand with this. I can't let them Shell Smash again. And they can't Psychic beat me. So, I think I can Quiver Dance and win. Yeah, they Ice Shard there. Yeah, they Ice Sharded just in case I was Sucker Punch, which is smart. I don't know how much you take from these attacks. I'm going to be completely honest. But I am going to go for that Venomoth endgame. Oh, don't say the battle ends in 3 minutes. Don't say that. Do not say that. The Venomoth endgame is definitely possible. So, I just go for Sleep Powder versus Gardevoir and then try and win. Because you live this for sure. I hate watching 5-turn moves, bro. They do so much damage. They do so much damage, dude. Alright, so Scald knocks him out in return. This dude did not get one burn this entire game, man. What a mon. What a mon. It's still MVPing it up. The Kings are doing work, bro. Slowking and both Slowking and the what's it called have been doing insane amounts of work. If they go Gardevoir, I just slack off in front of that. Because I have Venomoth in the back. They've traced my regenerator, so all the chip damage on that mon didn't even win me the game. That's so funny. But yeah, I slack off just in case they click Psychic. I guess they're deciding if they want to go Pert first versus versus the other one. I kind of wish I went sub in this one, but no, Roos is better. Dude, Rich, you gotta make a play, bro. We don't have a lot of time left in this game. We're gonna have like 2 turns left. There you go, Gardevoir. Perfect. So again, I go right for the slack off here for sure. Easily for slack off. If they go for Thunderbolt, I Quiver Dance up with Venomoth, and then it comes down to the sleep powders. I think I lose the timer though because there's 60 seconds left. Come on. I really think I have a shot at this endgame. Because I Quiver Dance. If they go for Psychic, I'm good. Psychic doesn't KO me. Yep. Easily lived that. Holy crap, easily lived that. Nice. Look at the Kings go, bro. Alright, we throw off a Scald here onto Swampert coming in. And I guess I win via timer because all I got to do is go for Slack Off versus Swampert and I have more HP. But I do think that, yeah, if they click Moonblast there, they were calculating on like Fizz that if they click Moonblast there, finally, a burn. If they had clicked Moonblast there, I was in a good spot. Because I got to Quiver Dance up with Venomoth. And then it came down to sleep turns, which is what I was going for in the endgame anyway. Alright, so I'm just going to go for Scald here. Pick up the last KO. As they go for Yawn. And that should be the game. It unfortunately went down to timer. I would have loved to see how the endgame happened versus... Because right here, they couldn't do anything with Gardevoir, right? They literally, from that position, they couldn't do anything. I would have loved to see how the endgame would have happened with Sleep Powders. And how that went. But yeah, as you can see, we win there. The Slowking and Nidoking combination was way too nice in this game. It really sucked the 20-minute timer, bro. Ended that game. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. That just sucks, like, because again, special defensive Slowking was so fire. But again, it came down to how the end game went. I don't know if they had trick. Was your Mothin at full HP? But a Moth was, yeah. Yeah, 100%. 75% after rocks. He called it Mothin. But I hope y'all enjoy it. Sucks the timer. Ruined this for us. Again, I do think that... oh, he said, damn, that's why I went for Psychic. No, I mean, it made sense. I quivered, yeah. Yeah, and then I quiver. But I wasn't Sludge Bomb. Hold up, let me talk to them. But I wasn't Sludge Bomb. So it would come down to Sleep Powder and you not getting a turn 1 wake. So yeah, basically what would happen here, guys, if they had actually KO'd Slowking. So it would be, they would knock out Slowking. I go Venomoth, I Quiver Dance, I knock out Swampert. I knock out Swampert at that range. And then they go out into Gardevoir. And let me actually calc if you live... Let me actually calc if you live this, because... If I get +1 special defense... Can we put Psychic and not Psyshock, because that's obviously killing me. Psychic, 86 to 101. If I get +2 special defense, the most they can do is 76%. But that's level 100, so let's see at level 50. Guys, I'm just talking to myself right now, my bad. 78%, 66 to 78, whereas Bug Buzz at +2 does 88 to 105. So yeah, it would come down, basically, because +1 Bug Buzz always 2 KO Gardevoir, what would happen is I would Quiver Dance up in front of that if they KO'd Slowking. I'll be able to knock out Swampert because I'm +1 Insect Plate boosted, and then Gardevoir would come out. It would come down to if I land Sleep Powder, 75%, and then they have to not get the immediate first turn wake up. So that would be the turn after. But if they didn't, I go for Bug Buzz there and then knock them out. The other play I could make is potentially going for Quiver Dancers to try and get the roll, but I don't like that play as much. But yeah, it would come down to Sleep Powder in because I wasn't Sludge Bomb. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Nidoking and Slowking both put in insane amounts of work. And I will see you guys in the next one. Check out the merch if you want to. Feel free to subscribe. That's it, guys. Peace.